What's going on? Real quick, how y'all doing? Happy Tuesday, throwback Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. A quick coffee and donuts for grown-ups. How y'all doing? If y'all get this notification, we supposed to have a part 2 to the salvation calls. We still want to do the part 2, but we probably push that back into a little later, because I really want this part 2 to be right. And actually, I wanted some of the fam to come up and also add on to what we was talking about yesterday in part 1 of the salvation call. So we know it shouldn't cost any damn thing, but something I wanted to talk about real quick with boxing. This is not even going to be a long joint, so I don't want you guys to get too comfortable and sit around. But we talk about legacy every day. We talk boxing. One of the conversations that come up about fighters is legacy. And what happened was Terrence Crawford just came out recently. He was in an interview, and he pretty much, long story short, he pretty much like just pissed all over his own damn resume. He pissed on his resume and basically his legacy, which is nothing is strange to me. Well, at least strange coming from him, because he more so just downplayed his legacy, because he said that Errol Spence, who is his biggest and best win on his resume, he feels as though is not a Hall of Famer. So I was scratching my head and I'm thinking, I said, wait a minute, bro. How you going to say that someone who's your biggest and best victory is not a Hall of Fame? So that really like downplay. Some people always thought some way about Buzz Crawford's resume. A lot of people have, because a lot of people say, oh, yeah, he did this and that, but he took the easy bake oven route, blah, blah, blah. But for him to come out in an interview and says that his best opponent, biggest win and whatever, is not Hall of Fame material, then he just pissed on his whole resume. So that means that any accomplishments, including his biggest and most accomplished accomplishment, isn't a legacy. So that's really strange to me. That's really strange. And I don't hear nobody talking about that. So I wanted to talk about that real quick, and especially with the boxing fans, especially his fans, or fans that's really fanatics about accolades and things like that. So I'm like, well, what is Terrence Crawford talking about? So some people like myself, or maybe a few other people that always was hard about Terrence Crawford's resume. Did Terrence Crawford just come out in that interview that he just did and just proved us all right? For the ones who always thought like that about his legacy. What's up, Jay Gibb? We supposed to do part 2, but we're going to come back later and do that. We had some problems this morning, so I wanted to come over and talk about this real quick. But I do want to get back to talking about the salvation cause. So we're going to come back with that a little later. We had a little technical difficulty this morning. But I just seen it, and I said, well, wait a minute. I said, now this is something that we must talk about, because there's a lot of boxing fans, and we know, we hear these people every single day, and what they do, they always talking about legacy. If they ain't got this person on their resume, if they ain't got that person on their resume, when really the only thing y'all really talking about somebody's resume being a couple fighters. So I don't even want to hear that either. What's up, Trap? I don't even want to hear that either, because when we talk about legacy and resumes and stuff like that, listening to you boxing fans every day, y'all don't really want nobody with a resume. Y'all feel as though if a fighter got 40 fights in their career, right? This is what y'all consider. I'm using y'all words. And I'm going to ask y'all, are y'all sure about what y'all been saying? So let's say, for instance, right? A fighter has 40 fights total, all right? And he retired after 40 fights. 40 freaking fights. And out of 40 opponents, he only got 3 big name, notable names on his resume. Now, how do that look? 40 fights, and out of 40, only 3 fighters is considered something that people will respect. But last time I checked, 37 is 34 is greater than that damn number. Yeah, Jay, get them up out there. I appreciate that. So I'm thinking so I'm really be paying attention to the boxing fans. And I'm like, y'all don't really, I don't know, y'all must have a new mindset. This new wave of boxing, I don't know. But when you guys talk, I do listen to you guys. So I can try to get a fair assessment of what y'all been saying out y'all mouths. So don't give me all this stuff about no damn resume when y'all really saying that 1 or 2, no more than 3 fighters makes up somebody's whole resume. That's not a good look. So therefore, you got a guy that's 40-0 and only 3 people out of 40 is notable, respectable, then what that says about the rest of the resume. I know 37 goddamn pounds is heavier than goddamn 3 pounds. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't make sense. Salute Uncle Cass. So I don't know what Terence Crawford was thinking about, but I'm glad Terence Crawford came out his mouth and said that. I'm glad he did, because he just proven a lot of boxing fans correct about his resume and his route onto greatness, or whatever his legacy is going to be once his career is fully over. The problem is, people, we got to stop talking about these people, what they've been doing while their career is still active, because you cannot speak on a legacy when something is still active. See, the legacy is what you leave after you done left something. Y'all using these words and throwing them all over the place and don't even have full comprehension of what you saying out your mouth. And this is not cat. Y'all doing too much, and I keep on telling y'all need to go back to the basics. I know a lot of us been out of school for years and years and years. We haven't read a damn book freshened up on definitions, even if we got children in school. But apparently, some of us need to go back because they truly do not comprehend or even understand the words that they saying out their own mouth. So, Terence Crawford and any other fighter that would say the things that this man said the other day, he just pissed all over his resume. To me, he just came out and indirectly admitted that his resume is not the way that it should be. Because when we look at his resume, all the best of the best guys had already been beat, okay? All the best of the best guys had already been beat. The only one out of the best guys that haven't been beat or defeated yet was Errol Spence. So if you saying that Errol Spence is not a Hall of Famer because he didn't be, whatever reason, he said because of accolades or whatever. Well, I know there's something wrong with him. Because Errol Spence was unified. So if you going off of that, Bud Crawford fans, if he going off for accomplishment, you saying, oh, well, just because, he was only unified, so he's not going to get into the Hall of Fame because he didn't become undisputed. Well, you got to be unified until you can get the undisputed any damn way. So like I said, this man just came out and proved, and he just proved to us that, for the ones who've been feeling this way about Terence Crawford, that he had an easy bake resume, and he probably don't even respect the road that he took, because he probably sat back. He probably was sitting back and started watching everything that he did, and I know he's been listening. And I don't hear none of the Terence Crawford fans talking about any of this. I heard completely and fully understand what that man said. So Terrence Crawford just came out. I don't want to hear nobody in boxing, especially Terrence Crawford fans, talking about Bud this, Bud that, when that man just came out and he just pissed all on his own goddamn resume. Because that is his biggest accomplishment and his biggest damn win. Him becoming undisputed against Errol Spence was bigger than him becoming undisputed at 140. Nobody don't even talk about him becoming undisputed at 140. You know why? Because him becoming undisputed at 140 was much weaker than him becoming undisputed at 147. But y'all gotta peep it. Peep this. Did y'all ever pay attention to this? Bud Crawford, the way he became undisputed at 147 was the same exact way that he became undisputed at 140. The only difference is the level of opposition, meaning that he took something, he didn't have to go snatch up everything one by one. You understand what I'm saying? And that's one thing for me as a boxing fan and watching Undisputed since I was a kid. One thing about me is that when you brag about those type of accomplishments, it really got to be something that actually sticks to it, that makes sense. Because you can't blow your horn about something and then, you know, when you look at it, it's not too much quality there. So it's not like that his route to undisputed was like a Jamel Charlo or like Usyk, when they actually had to go pick up stone by stone, one by one. You see what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. And remember, when he became undisputed at 140, who did he beat? Ndongo. Who did Ndongo beat to have any of those belts? Mind you, there was fighters down there. Yeah, Broner and those guys was down there. I don't remember Ndongo fighting none of those guys. So when these guys become undisputed because somebody else then already did most of the work, I can't give them too much goddamn credit for it. I can't. So this man just indirectly admitted to the public, and y'all didn't catch it, especially you diehard Terrence Crawford fans, you butt-tards, your man just admitted that, you know, he questionable as having being a Hall of Famer, and y'all talk about accolades and all that. Listen to what he just said. If it wasn't for this man being overzealous and really wanting that damn belt, you wouldn't have got the biggest payday that you got so far, Terrence Crawford. Let's talk about that, Terrence Crawford fans. Huh? Dig this. The Bud situation is the same way, got a lot of similarities as Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Remember, Tyson Fury wouldn't have got none of that if it wasn't for Deontay Wilder at the wheel, in the driver's seat. See, these guys, they get these opportunities, and no matter if they succeed or not, they quickly forget how they got there, because somebody else could have easily been picked for the challenge or the acceptance. People forget. I don't give a damn. Oh, of course, yes, he whooped his ass. But you know what that man had to go through to get that man that fight? See, y'all need to calm all the way down. Don't never forget what got you there. And that's what I want all boxing fans. I don't care if you're a fangirl or fanboy, whatever you are. But these fighters, they too diva-like for me. They tend to forget. Yes, he performed very well against that man. But that man could have easily be like, you know what, dog, I ain't waiting on you no more. And that would have been over. Then you wouldn't be in this position. Because of Errol Spence, you in position to try to get the biggest payday in your entire damn career. That's because of Errol Spence. No matter if you beat Errol Spence or not. See, I keep on telling y'all, be careful what you say out your mouth. Everybody yapping and yapping and yapping, ain't paying attention to what they saying. And then these fighters, they get divas, diva-like energy and everything, and then they feel as though when they get to a certain level, they can say anything out their mouth. But I'm glad you're doing that, Bud, because you expose yourself even more, Bud. Crawford fans, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at the messenger. You got to feel some type of way and take it personal with the message. These is all facts. All facts. I'm not attacking him, but I had to come out and talk about this. How do y'all feel about that? This is what he said. I'm not making this up. So y'all need to calm all the way down. Whatever word y'all like to use, pause or whatever, y'all need to pause on that, because Terrence Crawford, remember, we gotta hold these fighters accountable for what they said out their mouth. Not try to fucking put a protection agency gate around their mouth. They said what they said. They came out their mouth. This is what's wrong with y'all. Protection agency. Y'all be trying to protect what they said out their mouth. It came out the horse's mouth, people. This is what he said. So with that being said, then you ain't Hall of Fame worthy, my guy. Because one thing about him, he was already on some arrogant stuff. He was already talking about he was a Hall of Famer just because a couple victories at 147 before he became undisputed. And you know why? It's because you damn fans. Because you telling people they Hall of Famer in the middle of their career. Smack in the middle of their active career. You talking about he's a Hall of Famer. No, he's not. He ain't been inducted into the Hall of Famer. You're not a Hall of Famer until you inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's why y'all need to stop saying these things. Stop saying these guys are Hall of Famer. No, they're not. They're not in the Hall of Fame. Fighters that are in the Hall of Fame are Hall of Famers. These dudes that y'all keep talking about ain't Hall of Famers. They Hall of Fame-ish. You get it? Ish. Like. Know the difference. I'm sick of y'all with these damn words. And this is the reason why your favorite fighter, these fighters be feeling the way that they feeling, because y'all be pumping them up with all this nonsense. And let's keep it real. We know Terrence Crawford, one of the best acts in boxing. We know he even know his attitude is super nonchalant. He don't give a flying fluke. He don't care about none of that. So when we see him acting like that, he's only doing it because of business. He really don't care. Really got a nasty demeanor. And he just always wind up coming out his mouth and saying something like, damn, this guy really said that. So I want to know from the boxing world, or hopefully somebody throughout the day. I know it's a lot of things to talk about in the sport of boxing. I get that. But I want to hear somebody talk about this. Y'all talk about everything else. So I need all you accolade lovers, all you accolade addicts. Because all the fighters accolades, and the accolades ain't yours. They get these accolades, and they don't ever say, hey, yo, my accolades is for you, my number one fan over here. My accolades is for you, my number one fan is over here. This belt is for you. This belt is for you. Get the heck up on out of here. I keep on telling you as a fan, the only thing you should be worrying about is getting your money's worth if you're paying. As a fan, the only thing we all need to be worrying about is getting our money worth and making sure our time that we took to give you our undivided attention is not wasted. Far as that, as a boxing fan, you don't need to worry about nothing else. Y'all remind me of K Solo. My mom's in my business. Y'all being too much goddamn business that don't concern y'all as a boxing fan. Y'all gotta count the people pockets. Y'all wonder who getting more than who. You worrying about which promoter is paying the fighters the most and all that. None of that it should matter to you as a fan. Y'all be doing too much, but I digress. But how do y'all feel about Terrence Crawford coming out and saying the things that he said? Then he said some other nonsense too. I forgot what else he said, but I think he said something about Floyd Mayweather, something like that. But I'm going to tell y'all something right now, and this is y'all damn fault. Because y'all talking about, well, you know, if he beat Canelo, he going to surpass Floyd Mayweather. No, he is not. Resume, since y'all like to do comparisons, you cannot compare these generations, this era to another era. You can't stop doing it. Because each time you do it, you're going to look stupid. Every time you try to downplay the era before, it backfires on you. That's in every sport. Every time we try to downplay the era before the present era, we get played because there's no damn comparison. Because these guys are now built like the guys of the era before. All the way around the board, 24/7, 365. I tell you the truth. I don't give you lies. I give you truth for free, and I don't try to hustle you by selling you lies. That's what a lot of people do. See, they hustle y'all and sell y'all lies. That's why the ones that tell the truth got the most emptiest damn pockets. Smash the like button, man. Yeah, so, you know, that's why I keep on saying that. Stop saying, none of these dudes are Hall of Famers, okay? That's disrespectful to the guys that are actually in the Hall of Fame, whose careers are over. So please, stop saying somebody's a Hall of Famer. No, they are not. They're not there yet. So you mean to tell me, you know, or they active in their career, he's a Hall of Famer, like Muhammad Ali is, like George Foreman is. No, it's not. They are there. They put in the work. You still putting in work. What we talking about? I don't get y'all, man. I don't. But y'all call me grumpy. Y'all call me all type of things and this, that, and the other. But I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking the truth. So once again, I'm going to say this. And share this message out. I want y'all to, when y'all in other people's chats and they get to talking this Hall of Fame stuff, correct them, please. Stop when they say Tank is a Hall of Famer. No, Tank is not. No, Devin is not. None of these guys who are active is a Hall of Famer. They not in it. They ain't been inducted, so they're not a Hall of Famer. Stop throwing around this ish like stuff, like, not actually is, but somewhat like the imitation. You know? I'm just saying, man, think. Use your thinker. So I'm interested in seeing what the rest of the boxing community has to say and going to say about what Terrence Crawford came out his mouth and said. And he can't take back what he said, people. He can't. He can't take back what he said. That's not going to work. Sorry about that. Can't take back what he said, people. Can't take it back. There's no way you can take that back. He actually meant that. He meant what he says to do. You saying that you ain't nothing. He just said, Errol Spence ain't nothing. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Well, what makes you think you're a Hall of Famer? And your biggest win, and your biggest accomplishment, your biggest purse came against a guy that wasn't at his best. Is that what bothering you, bud? That might be it, y'all. But you should have came out and said, man, for the sake of boxing integrity, I know I say this about myself and my fans, feel this way about me, but I'm going to say, hey, fans, I don't truly deserve it because I know that Errol Spence that I beat the brakes off was not the best version of him. So was he really admitting that he shouldn't be a Hall of Famer? Is that what he really saying? If that was the undertone, That was the message that he really wanted to put out there. You have to think about these things. That's the message that he wanted to put out there. I think so, because he just told on himself. Because if that man ain't no Hall of Famer, you damn sure ain't no Hall of Famer. And fighting Canelo Alvarez ain't going to make you a Hall of Famer either. Once again, you're about to get paid and possibly get a win from somebody that ain't even got to give you a damn chance. Because Canelo Alvarez don't need Terence Crawford for a goddamn thing. That's just like when they fight and Canelo wind up beating Terence Crawford. Is Canelo supposed to feel good about that? No, he's not going to get no credit. But if Terence Crawford go up there and beat Canelo and people thinking that Terence Crawford can walk on water, just thinking Terence Crawford just going to go up damn near 21 pounds and just walk all over this man because what he's been doing to everybody else, you out of your goddamn mind. All right, that man might go up there. Everything that y'all thinking that Terence Crawford's going to go do to Canelo Alvarez, that can be done to Terence Crawford. I look at boxing with a different eye than most people, okay? I do. I don't have the same lenses as the average person when they watch the sport of boxing. Because I actually not watching the sport of boxing just with these. I watch the sport of boxing with this right here. This is the main eye I watch boxing with. It ain't these two. I'm letting y'all know right now. See, these two, they just the front row seat. They just the front row seat. But see this one right here? This is the one when you in that suite. And you can really see everything. Really pay attention. Not too much noise around you. Not too many people around. You can really focus in. You can really get a bird's eye view on what you're watching. See? This front row seat shit. This is the bleacher shit. But I always watch from right here. And that's why I'm always comfortable, man. So I'm always comfortable. Always comfortable, will continue to be. I'm straight down the middle. I would never call nothing left or right unless it's the right call. Get it? So, facts. He don't never take none of that out. He's really not the brightest guy. You know, Uncle Kaz, he's really not the brightest guy. So hopefully he done played it back a couple times and realized what he said, but he ain't gonna change his mind. So let's just say that I'm gonna get up on out of here because I didn't really want to make this one a long one. We supposed to be doing part 2 of shit salvation cause. So I'm gonna say this, it ain't looking good for him, and I will be touching on this matter once again. But look forward, Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups is going to be multiple topics, more so than other topics than boxing, because it ain't really too much of boxing to keep talking about, to be honest with you. It's so much to talk about, then it ain't too much to talk about. You see what I'm saying? So, got to talk about everything else. I will be bringing up some other situations that's actually going on around the world in fake time. See? Fake time. Time is not real. Do time really exist? What's the reason behind the clock? Why was it invented? You understand what I'm saying? Think about that, people. Think about that. You dig? Think about it. Think about that. It's something to think about. You know what I mean? But yeah. But if y'all guys want to wonder what happened this morning, we had some technical difficulties. So we will bring part 2 back tomorrow. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to still come on and talk to y'all guys. But other than that, it's really not much to talk about in the sport of boxing. These fighters are responsible not for only what they say, but for what they do. And don't try to change the narrative of what these fighters are saying out their mouths, okay? So what's the next big attraction that's going on? So some people didn't know that, the title of the damn fight card, but the Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia fight. Some people didn't know that fight is actually for 300 invited guests. All right, and the fight's supposed to be somewhat free, but we don't know what they're going to do about it as far as TV. I haven't heard anything about it, if it's actually going to be on pay-per-view or whatever the case may be. But yeah, some people was very unaware. It was like, that's messed up. So the whole thing is, let's look at the whole thing that everybody been talking about as far as this fight. They're doing it out in Times Square. Long story short, it's just going to be a madhouse. So now the safe thing is you can't open up to the public, but it's in the public. I mean, this is not an open live gate fight, meaning that you can't pay to watch the fight in public. So that means it's a 300 seats for spectators, and the 300 that these seats are reserved for, most likely just probably 300 people that's in the boxing industry. You see what I'm saying? So, far as he know, there's no live gate, right? So, how's this fight even generating money? How's it going to make money if you give it a so-called, quote-unquote, free public fight? But people can't pay to it. It don't make sense. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but it looks kind of crazy. And I don't know what to say about that, but it's a bad idea. And I don't know what's going to happen. We just got to see what's going to happen, but real quick, quick flash recap. I didn't get to talk about Shushu Carrington. So Shushu Carrington, walking to Shushu City, who was one of the most talked about prospects of his era at one time. But then, let's talk about it. What's going on? So recently, other prospects had came along, and Shushu name started to dim a little bit. It didn't go dull, but the light on his name as one of the promising prospects started to dim a little bit when you had Abdullah Mason come along. Then you got Emiliano Vargas, so another group of prospects came in and they start making noise. I mean, look at Keyshawn Davis. He's a prospect that's a damn title holder. It's crazy. That's another thing we need to talk about. How we got prospects being champions. I thought you had to be a damn contender before you could be a champion. I thought you had to have a certain amount of fights up under your belt to go from prospect to contender. And we up here talking about Keyshawn Davis. He got prospect number fights, but he got a damn belt. Is that damn easy? But I digress. I'm telling you, this stuff is not going to look good. So what we have right now, real quick, we got is a nice amount of inexperienced champions in the sport of boxing. See, that's why people's being very strategic about who they get in the ring with. Because how you got champions and title holders and they ain't even been, they ain't been sharpened yet. They have, you can't do that. You got guys that's 11 to 12 fights in, but they got a fucking belt. Huh? And we know they didn't get the belt from the best quality goddamn champions. But we're quick to say, just for your dumbass eye test, because you looking at it with these two things will fool your ass. Because you let TV fool you. You'll let TV, you know what you saw, but you'll let television tell you that you seen something different. So let me pull that trick out for y'all. Let me use that same trick and see if I can get away with it. Y'all let TV get away with it. Why not let me get away with it? TV gonna hurt you, gonna harm me more than I am. At least I'm gonna come back and let you know that I pulled something over, I pulled the blindfold over your head. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. TV, they gonna sedate you and put a blindfold over your head and then act like they ain't stick no needle in you to get you in the position that you in. I'm just saying. Don't kill me. Don't hate me. Hate the message because they say the truth hurts. But damn it, feel the pain. Say ouch. Scream if you got to. It's the truth. Since you say the truth hurts, oh, scream, bleed, cry, do whatever you gotta do. Lose your damn mind. Act like you David Banner ripping out your clothes like you know, like, oh, that truth hurts. Oh, shut up. Y'all soft asses. I had to get one of those in, you know? But come on, man. These fighters is doing too damn much. You got prospects that's champions. That's not good. And everybody's all excited about it. Oh, look at it. He should get a shot. He should get a shot. This undeveloped ass mother effer. So then when when this inexperienced prospect level champion gets in there with you know, a seasoned champion, still in good shape or whatever like that, I guarantee you that hot prospect gonna be the coldest hot pocket that you ever heated up and it didn't get hot. Did you hear what I said? That's gonna be the coldest hot pocket that you warm up and it never got hot. Because you got people getting opportunities when they undeveloped. See, having these not undeveloped champions and inexperienced guys become champions is not good. That's why they gonna have to learn on the fly, consume what they get in there. Now they gotta get in there with the other champions that's way more prepped and seasoned than them. I guarantee you, besides them probably just naturally being better than them, which we don't know, most likely, they gonna get their ass handed to them. I'm pretty sure you've seen a scenario like that happen in the sport of boxing. Then all this, they too picky. I'm not fighting this person. I'm not fighting that person. No, I would never fight him, and y'all still go for this damn nonsense. Right now, I ain't feeling Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and none of these fighters that's like that. Oh no, our friendship means so much. You know, our brotherhood is you know the saying, you only family by blood. Yeah, well, I get that, but don't be trying to pull that one off in the sport of boxing. Give you a reason, you know, well, you ain't necessarily got to be blood to be family. Well, I ain't gonna act like you. I ain't gonna pretend that you my real brother. I'm trying to make some money with you. I never fight him. That's like my brother. No, you got brothers. You got blood brothers that actually will fight each other. What the hell you talking about? You have actually blood brothers that actually killed each other. Oh, my fault. Well, you know, our brotherhood, we got more loyalty in our brotherhood, even though we not blood connected. Don't try to give me that. You ain't saying nothing slick to an oil spill, so don't try it. I'm going to say it again. You ain't saying nothing slick to an oil spill, meaning don't try to say that nonsense to me. I ain't trying to hear that. This is a damn business. This is a business of competition, survival of the fittest, and you trying to be freaking friendly with some damn body. Nope, ask Tank Davis how the hell that worked out. Being too passive to his homie Lamont Roach. Now y'all thinking Tank got exposed, he ain't who he is, blah, 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 blah. ain't no friends and shouldn't be no damn friends. Matter of fact, advice for these fighters: stop having so much respect for the other fighters, man. Be disrespectful, just don't disrespect them. That's what's wrong with these fighters. They too passive. It's cool to acknowledge somebody's talent and skill. It's cool. But all like, yeah, he's so nice. What's up, sis? Oh, he nice. Yeah, yeah. Oh, what you feel about your fight with Shakur Stevenson? Oh, yeah, well, you know, Shakur, yes, he's a very talented man. I'll be like, man, what about my fight? I'm gonna whoop his ass. Well, you know, they say, I don't give a damn about that. I'm gonna whoop his ass. Yes, I acknowledge that he got skills, but I'm letting you know you need to acknowledge that I'm gonna whoop his ass. Ain't all his damn respect. That's why these dudes can't pull it off when they finally get in the ring with these dudes, because they giving them too much damn respect. This is a goddamn hurt goddamn sport. This ain't no love and hate goddamn sport. This is a hurt sport. What are you being passive for? Nah, you know, I took it easy on him. You know, I kind of like him. You know, I wish I would have never fought this kid because, you know, I never thought I'd fight this guy in my career because, you know, I remember him coming to the gym as a young guy and this, that, and the other, and I always thought that he'd look good, but then I ain't never thought that it wound up to the point that we're in the ring with each other, and I got so much love for him, I want to hurt him. Get up when I am trying to knock everybody's head the F off. I'm trying to knock everybody's head the F off. I ain't got time to have no heart in this gladiator sport. So it's fuck you, because I'm trying to fuck all you MFers up. You understand what I'm saying? Shit. Y'all still want to get these guys passes for not wanting to fight somebody. Wait a minute. What type of fan are you? Now you out here arguing, and he ain't got to do that. Y'all got to understand how friendship really is. No, you ain't got to tell me I need to understand how friendship is. I know how friendship is, and real friends is going to get paid, especially if it's something that's not going to put them in the goddamn dirt, especially if it's something that's going to get them behind fucking bars. Why wouldn't you get goddamn paid? Ain't that much I'm a friend in the world, but we can't make millions together. We ain't friends. It ain't about money, then what the fuck is it about? This ain't like y'all going in on the drug business, y'all going half on getting some damn weight, and you know one of them, it ain't that. This is some life-changing shit. You talk about, I ain't gonna fight him. I would never fight him. I would never fight him. You punk ass, get your ass up out this sport. This ain't training day. We ain't asked you to act like you something that you really not. That's what's wrong with this sport. They acting, they not being. See, they acting like something that they ain't instead of being who the hell they are. But I'm gonna say that I digress. But I digress. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. So don't give me that talk about legacy. I don't want none of y'all on here talking about no damn legacy when a damn fighter just really came out and told you about his damn legacy. Yeah, talk about that. CBD Bud just came out and kept it truthful about his goddamn resume by saying EJ's not a future Hall of Famer. Because nobody's a Hall of Famer right now. I wish y'all stop saying that shit. Because they not Hall of Famers because they ain't in. You ain't a Hall of Famer until you get in. They Hall of Fame-ish. Doesn't mean they gonna be in the Hall of Fame. So yes, Terrence Crawford, smart ass. I don't think he's Hall of Fame. That's the biggest accomplishment in your damn biggest win. So you don't rightfully, you're not Hall of Fame material. Terrence Crawford. A lot of these dudes, matter of fact, all these fighters, recently, a lot of them, most of them, been coming out and saying shit that don't work for them, has been working against them. Tank Davis not the only one alone. Tank Davis came out, y'all made a meme out of that little thing. He might have meant it. He might have been genuine about it, but did it work against him? No. Everything Shakur Stevenson says out his mouth, he's always exposing himself. That's how you know he need to get from around Terrence Crawford. Cause since he been around Terrence Crawford, he been lying more than he ever lied before. I'm just saying birds of a feather flock together. Spread my wings and fly away. I'ma fly away from you motherfuckers with that bullshit. Set your mind free and you could be a blackbird flying high, 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 high. Y'all know about that. Set your mind free and you can also be a blackbird flying high, high, high. Make it make sense. I'm trying to, Queen, but I don't make sense. I don't know nothing. I'm a disgruntled OG, the angriest man, the meanest man, the madman on the goddamn internet. I don't know a goddamn thing. Exactly, but that's what they keep on doing, because they keep on doing it. They keep doing that. There's a whole lot of meat gazing. Damn, why the meat so shiny? There's a lot of meat. I go to the market and buy some meat. Why is meat shining like that? No, I don't want to I don't want to buy no dry meat, but why does meat got so much glaze on it? Yes, the moist meter is coming soon. Yes, we're working on it. Hopefully, we will have the moist meter by this weekend. We really working on it. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna hit my partner up on that. God damn, she got a back on her. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a man. Boy, she got two backs back to back. Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, that thing, there's a nice donut, boy. Woo-wee. All right, let me calm down. Calm down. I need the moist meter right now, goddamn. I got a lot of humidity going on in here. Just joking, a little laughter. I gotta have a little humor, y'all. Come on. You know. But ain't nothing wrong with it. You see something walking by, you like, goddamn. There's nothing wrong with looking, okay? I can look as much as the fuck I want. I got the right to say what I want because I ain't married. I don't belong to nobody. But since I am a retired player from the Himalaya, you know, I'm a retired, you know, knock it out the park, Rick. You know what I'm saying? I'm retired. I can't move around like that no more. Not that I'm not able to move around. I'm very capable. Everything's still good. You know what I mean? I'm still good. The engine's good. You know what I mean? Transmission is good, but you know, just when you've been on the road for quite some time, you got to start driving a different way. You understand? See, when you've been on the road a long time, you got to start driving a different way. You get it? Understand that? Oh, well, sis, what I mean about that the wild ways about it. You know what I mean? I'm back in the game. I'm just knocking them down one by one at a time. See, it used to be 2, 3. Can't do that no more like that. So I got it. You know. I'm back in the game too. You know what I mean? I've been back in the game, but you know, I like to play very preserved minutes. I don't even like to start. I like to come off the bench. I don't even like being a 6-man no more. Put me in an 8-man rotation. That's what I'm probably in any goddamn way, 8-man rotation. I don't know what these motherfucking hoes be doing. Shit. I know you've been having fun, sis. We gonna have to have those type of talks some other time. We'll talk about the good times off the grid. You know, I gotta act like I'm one of the girls. Child, I can't wait for you to tell me. Child, I can't wait for you to tell me. Go ahead and call me auntie. I'll come over there and whoop y'all asses. Ain't nothing auntie about me. I'm still on with the funk that'll put you in the trunk. Allegedly. Stop trying to poison my coffee. I get to acting a certain way, man. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. I'm the most meanest dude on here, goddamn. Shit. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. I ain't even get my tooth fixed. But I'm getting it fixed, but I don't give a damn. Shit. Hey, the reason why I keep the tooth like this, Queen, is to keep some of the motherfuckers away from me. It ain't working. They be like, yeah, you still alright with that tooth? Nah, bitch. You talking about you still alright with the tooth? Nah, I'm still alright because you know I'm a good guy. That's what it is. You know, I do well by people, I do good by people, and I feel good to people. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling. Get on a good foot. And I'm talking about the third leg, goddamn. You hear me? Get on a good foot, the third leg. You hear me, Stan? I told him to get on a good foot with the third leg. Yeah? We ain't talking that one this morning, goddamn. Get on a good foot with the third leg. Y'all need it any goddamn way. That's how you do the mashed potato. Y'all got me acting up. I ain't supposed to be talking like this. I'm supposed to be talking. Why do y'all do this to me all the time? I gotta blame some damn body shit. Somebody got to take the blame. Oh man, I love it, y'all. I love it, man. But yeah, so once again, these fighters, they come out their mouths and they talk too damn much, just like they goddamn fans. But I'm going to try to get everyone to understand that no one that's active is a Hall of Famer. You have to be inducted into the Hall of Fame to be a Hall of Famer. You're not Hall of Famer when you do a Hall of Famish-ish. Get over it, y'all. Bud Crawford. Terrence CBD Bud Crawford, I'm glad you came out and you indirectly really admitted about your own resume, because you've been listening for years, because a lot of people don't think that you rightfully a Hall of Famer. Bud Crawford, downright think you Hall of Fame-ish. I mean, because you ain't retired, so you definitely ain't a Hall of Famer. A lot of people don't think you Hall of Fame-ish. They think that your career and the route that you take is full of ish. Terrence Crawford. Biggest thing, like I told you, is what's the use of having all these goddamn opponents on your resume and you only being recognized for one? I don't want to be recognized by that. I'm 40 and 0, and out of 40 goddamn opponents, 39 of them isn't even getting noticed. That's not a good ratio, people. That's not a good ratio, and y'all want to keep running around bragging about what somebody did. That's not a good goddamn ratio. I keep on telling y'all. Y'all keep saying this fighter's doing something, this fighter not. The whole damn generation and era of these fighters are not doing nothing as a whole overall. They not doing nothing overall. Every last one of them. Oh, he ain't fought nobody. Okay, dude. Now, how many fights he got in total? Now, give me 10 times that they fought a top 10 person. Give me 10 times that they fought a top 5 person. I ain't trying to hear that weak-ass resume. Don't give me at least with the resumes like the era before that they constantly keep on trying to compare to, and I say stop it. At least with those guys, with they big fights, they notable big fights, they got a whole lot of respectable names to go with it. Only in this era of boxing, where you got a guy that's got 50 fights in, but only 4 noticeable opponents. That's not a damn resume at all. Those 4, how can a number that's lesser, how can a number that's lesser be greater than a number that's more? That don't even make sense. I went to school. Once again, how can a number that's lesser be more than a number that's greater? It don't make sense. Boxing is just like history. The shit ain't real. The shit is in reverse. They ain't telling the truth, never told the truth. That's why you think you from this out of Africa there, y'all still believe that goddamn ish. I'm a descendant of Africa. When did you descend from Africa, you stupid mother effer? I'm telling you, all this shit is the same. All this shit is the same. It's just a different bowl. Same flavor soup, just a different bowl. Stop giving me chicken noodle. Just because you put it in a different bowl doesn't mean that the goddamn is a different type of soup. Stop giving me chicken noodle soup and changing the bowl and got me thinking, oh, this ain't chicken noodle in this blue bowl. It's this, it's that. No, it's not. It's the same ish. Y'all know the saying. Same ish, different toilet. Seriously, man. Gotta tighten up. But look, y'all, this has been another dope episode of Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. And the name of this one was Legacy. We gotta touch back on this. Yo, it's your boy, Crush the Legend, Master Ceremony, Sergeant of Arms. Peace out to STN and Sports Talk Network. Shout out to TWT, where it all started from for me. Always gonna be that. Remember that? God damn it, so I get to slap y'all without no powder because I wanted this thing. I don't want it to be caressing. But shout out to the whole boxing community. Shout out to everybody that messed with me because I F with y'all. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. Most of y'all really great people. That's why I F with y'all. That's why I can come on here and spit the way that I spit because it's not just me. It's people that I wrap myself around with on this internet. So with that being said, make sure y'all go check out my brother, C-Man Ruffin, the king of chicken ingredients. You know, my man got all the sauces. Go over and check him out. He's always talking about life issues, what's going on. He just don't talk boxing. He's talking about building. He's talking about the future with the children. He talk about all these great things. You know, it don't have to be about the sport all the time, because life is a sport, survival of the fittest. So that's why we talking like it's a sport, because basically it is a sport without having a motherfucking goddamn uniform or being a part of a goddamn team. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, I really appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all come through tonight at 8 p.m. and check us out. We got a dope segment tonight, and also check us out at 9 o'clock. We running back to back, and just stay tuned. We're gonna be doing more things. Yes, the Moist Meat is coming to you soon, bought by STN. With that being said, from the bottom of my old heart, I got nothing but love and respect and honor for all the real ones out there. And with the words of integrity, I'm out of here. Y'all be safe. I see y'all soon.